Back at the 11th, and Kupcho's third.
91 yards, can't land it short, won't bounce up. Not going to stop when you land it on too quickly. That landed about as close to the front as she could comfortably do right there. Good shot.
Boy, and it was that little nip of the divot where you actually do create some spin on the golf ball.
Looking down there at the third shot for Patty.
Well, two things in her favor. A little bit of an uphill lie, a little bit of breeze in from the right. But still takes a really, really great shot to get this close.
Oh, that is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of your classic little lob swings, although she doesn't hold the club real short, but it's a big swing, blade open, going to slide the club under the ball. And you don't just pull this off because you decide to one day. You work at it quite a little bit. You know, I think Patty Tavatanaka has a really important thing in her work in golf that I think should and is really helping her. Her dad started her, he taught her, and then she is taught a great deal now by Grant Waite, former PGA Tour player. And I just think the experience of a successful PGA Tour player in your ear a lot is puts you one up in some cases. And Patty and I have talked about it, and she agrees with me. She thinks she's learned a great deal from him and a great deal about playing under pressure.
Here at 12, moment ago, the second for Korda.
Yeah, 127 is the pitching wedge. A little left to right wind. Just left to the hole. Should be all right.
Upper level. Okay.
One of those putts that if you can read it correctly, you don't have to worry about getting it to the hole.
Back at the 11th, Kupcho has this birdie putt.
Initial line looking about 18 inches outside the left edge. It's a little downhill. Breeze back in a little. Shouldn't affect it much. Won't be moving very quickly at the hole, or at least shouldn't be.
Was it good enough pace to get there? Oh, yeah, perfect pace. But that just steadies the ship a little bit. Those two drop shots at 8 and 10. Korda getting to within 4 shots, but then Kupcho makes the birdie. Takes it back to 17 under par. Dead weight putting at its finest. Just creeping in. And Jennifer's reaction, go, she says, go, and it just did. Now, Patty to keep up. This will be a good up and down, though.
Yeah, big, great up and down, and well, they've all been must-makes today.
It's a hard read, Jerry. Is it going to go left?
It sure as heck looks like it. It sure looks like it. Ooh, did it?
Yes, it did.
So Tavatanaka 6 behind. And not the closest challenger. And we will go to the 12th.
That would be Jessica Korda looking for a birdie.
Yeah, trying to make a little run, back-to-back birdie, straight down the fall line. Not much break in this.
Not done yet. Second all by herself, 4 back. Moment ago at 18, the third here at the par 5 for Celine Boutier. Beauty.
That's a keeper.
Got off to a great start. Got it to 4 under on the day. Kind of slowed down for a while, but should finish up with a birdie there.
Go to the tee at the 13th. And Jessica Korda.
I'm going to say this, but don't anybody in the booth here throw anything at me. It doesn't really start till the back 9 on Sunday.
Here we go.
It's too far for me to run in there and throw anything at you.
I haven't heard that before.
I would never do that anyway.
Trying to keep it on that little shelf down the left side of the fairway, Jim, the left half.
Yeah, the hardest part, a little helping wind, but it's a little left to right. As you know, anything that gets on that center right gets down into, feeds down into the rough. So always the toughest fairway on the golf course to hit. Started driving it pretty good here the last few holes. And it's up the left side, heading towards the rough. Might need a kick. If it kicks back, it could get back in the fairway.
Yeah, it kicks that way from that side, so she is going to be fine in the fairway on the left side, which is the best side to be. And let's go up to the 18th.
Can she finish off with a birdie? Yeah. Celine Boutier round to 5 under 67. Hear more and more from her in big events, Jude.
No doubt.
Kupcho.
2 more holes with a little help from the wind, then you turn around and play back into it. In some form, the last 5 holes. She did not like that.
She doesn't usually watch her tee shots land, either because they're great or because she hates them. And that one she did not like. So keep it here for Patty Tabataniket.
Sorry? Flag is just back.
Just looking right at that left corner of the fairway. Started there. Wouldn't be ideal. Not enough wind to really push it across the fairway right now. Seems to be dying a little bit. This is pushing it to the right corner.
Well done. Rough kind of set up a little bit. We'll see. Well, Jennifer Kupcho, every time the field thinks, oh, there might be an opening, she does something like this. Kind of struggled playing the hole in the rough. Got it back to the fairway to here. Door closed, at least on the 11th. And right now, up by 4, more and more the look of a major champ, but not finished yet on this Sunday in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, 105.
Be good. Be good.
Yeah, right in the center of the green. What's that? No, it shouldn't. Just go and call it left to right from here. That should be a 9-iron based on the numbers they're talking about, landing it between 5 and 10 yards onto the green. 128 front, so he's spot on. Pars right now, Judy, are her friend.
Yeah, isn't that for sure? Her caddy that she talks through a lot of things with is David Eller. New on her bag this season.
Got that a little high on the face.
So while she walks up to near the green at 12, up at 18, Jay Monahan, her husband, caddying for Sarah Schmelzel. So he will finish up right now, and then that nervous wait.
Yeah, he's going 27 today.
Yeah, he's going to walk back out there. And along with Sarah Schmelzel, it's Pia Babnik who is having some kind of tournament. She's made about $175,000 European Tour. And
in total.
Yeah, in total on the latest European Tour. And right now is in a position after the 66 to make definitely over 200,000. Maybe even more.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to watch that as we come down to the end, but good for her. Great championship.
Tavatanik at 12.
Pitching wedge won't have much spin at all. And that closed on her.
Big mistake, and one she should have known to avoid.
12 flat lie. Always tough to spin this green with a little left to right wind. That's on a good line if it's the right club.
Yeah, it's going to give her another birdie try. That would be 3 in a row.
So you're 18, you're playing in this event for the first time. It's the final time at a legendary place. And right now, you share third. That's pretty cool.
I don't know, but boy, that has to be Dad, doesn't it?
Pia Babnik from Slovenia, 18 years of age, and shot 66.
Sama boš četvrta, din lik si to prehitipal Janek. Can you sign for me?
Yeah.
And now you leave thinking, oh, all major championships are like this. I see. Yeah.
Thank you.
No matter what happens in her career, she's going to remember this day for sure. All right, back out to Korda.
Yeah, trying to close the gap here to 3 shots.
Yeah, and for 3 in a row coming in the slope ball to go a little bit to the left. There is a leaderboard to the left, but she hadn't looked over at it yet.
Nope, she just completely lost it on the low side of the hole. Pretty bad putt right there. I don't know what she was thinking.
Close by at 12. Kupcho taking a look.
Not a bad spot to miss it. It's basically uphill the entire way of the hole. Not a lot of break. Going with putter wisely. Maybe as it climbs to that back tier, it moves a little right, but not much at all. Got to go a bit. A lot of bit.
Could tell her reaction right away. She knew it was well short. Hasn't been a seamless round. She's made big putts, but also bogeys and some mistakes.
Yep.
It's been a little gum chewing, yeah.
Awkward spot.
Yeah, bad spot. And like you said, just a mistake you couldn't afford to make at that point. Side hill, uphill lie. It's obviously not impossible. Plenty of great wish to work, but just a lie you don't practice a whole lot, and a little uncertainty in your mind of exactly where you're going to enter the sand.
So she's going to aim a little left, Jerry, and think that the slope of the green and with the blade open, it'll work to the right.
If it spins at all, it'll spin right. Really good.
Nearly perfect.
Beautiful.
So maybe a chance to pick one up with a par.
Just a par putt now for Jessica. Okay.
Well, she escaped, but didn't even get a look at the hole with her birdie putt.
Past champ finishing up at 18. Lydia Ko's third at the par 5. Something like that. 2016 she made that leap into Poppy's Pond. This left for par for Kupcho to keep the lead at 4.
She certainly made her share, and not make it, like you mentioned, not making it easy right here. Every one of these that drops just makes the job ahead that little bit easier.
Confident stroke, early walk, never a doubt, it seems in the end. People won't point to the pars, but every bit as important as birdie right there. The past champs walking past the walk of champions, Lydia Ko. The grandstand a little higher up, can't high five this year, but certainly waving. On the tee at 14, in second place all by herself, down by 4, Korda.
Yeah, pitching wedge 122. There's a little bit of a gust coming up. It ought to be right to left, so she's got to get on this, but this is the only club she can get to the hole, close to the hole with this club, and this is going left. Might catch the green.
Hard to make yourself hit that shot where you might stick it close at this whole location.
It's getting a little better, but you're right. It's just tough to get it close here.
And finally settles in. We remind you, you can get in this 18th green as well. Lydia Ko trying to finish up with a birdie.
But she came to us as a girl, a young teenager, winning tournaments. I think the first one I saw, she was 14. And she has matured into such a lovely young woman.
Toughest hole on the golf course, the 13th. Kupcho on the tee.
Good.
Left side.
It's the side you want to be.
Pretty perfect.
It's getting a bit of roll as well. It's going to roll down into the middle of the fairway. So the left is the side you want to be on, but that one's just fine. Now, Patty. Also, just move that sign a little bit higher. They're all quiet though.
Far right side of the tee. She's trying to block out the right side of this fairway.
Great drive, Patty.
Spinning the driver there in your hand. That, you know it's a good one. Is it going to stay on the fairway? I think it is. Good drive there from Patty. Needs to just avoid that divot, which I think she did.
Started that tradition, leap into Poppy's pond, and it will come to a close at the end of this final round. But great moments already today. Terrific putts from the leader. And coming down the stretch at a familiar place. Iconic finish here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know it if you're a golf fan. You know this finish. And playing 13 right now, Jennifer Kupcho up by 4.
Since we're talking about great players, I just will share that I had a quick message from Dame Laura Davies, who is helping to broadcast this on Sky, I believe, from London, and she says hello to everyone and how she loved this place.
Going that way too. Slight downhill lie, 119 pitching wedge, which is more than enough club, but the only mistake here is short. Got a backstop behind it. Good save, smart play right there.
Yeah, it's right on the slope. That should come back a little bit, is it?
107.
Oh, it's just going to stick.
That can't stay there.
I know.
How about this putt for Korda at 14?
Yeah, left to right coming down slope. Can't get too frisky with this.
Good putt. Stay at 13.
Now Patty.
108 hole, gap wedge.
Just missed that divot, didn't she?
Yeah, barely. That was clipped nicely. Should have plenty of spin on it.
Yeah, good effort. Short of the flag. While we have a moment, let's go down to Amy Rogers with a special guest.
Thanks, Tom. Catching up here with Jennifer Kupcho's husband, Jay Monahan. He just came off the golf course caddying in this major championship that his wife is now trying to win. Jay, how closely were you able to follow what your wife was doing out there today?
I was paying attention. I was thinking about it this morning, whether or not I was going to look, and it was too hard not to. I think I looked after hole number 9, and then I had to look again after 16 just to hope that she was still in the same position she was when she started the day, if not better.
She's credited a tip that you gave her earlier this week for the outstanding putting that we've seen from her this week. What did you tell her?
It's actually something she's been working on for a little while now. It's just something that's stroke related. For a while, her through stroke was getting a little too far inside. So I honestly just set up a drill forward to kind of try and work through that and get the stroke a little more straight back, a little more straight through, and she's been doing such a good job working on it, and it's nice to see it pay off.
Jennifer just has a few holes left. What will you do now? Will you go inside and watch or head out to the course? What are your plans?
I am definitely going to go out and watch. I got to do a couple other things real quick first, but I'm going to get out there as fast as I can.
Thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
He looks pretty nervous, doesn't he?
He does, actually.
You can understand.
You know, you are as invested in it as the player almost, and yet you have absolutely no control.
And he does know golf. It's not like he works in finance or something.
That's right.
Giving you tips on her putting.
Yep.
He's also got to, I would think they would drive back to the Phoenix area from here rather than fly, and if it doesn't go Jennifer's way, he's got to sit in the car for 4 hours. It would not be a fun journey. So,
well, then he might let her fly.
Leave it to you, Tom.
So many of those family members, though, they may give you the devil when you're preparing, but however it comes out in the end, they put their arm around you.
There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with life on tour, the ups and downs, and partners, spouses, husbands, they see it all.
Very, very quick here. The speed's been so ridiculously good, though. It's going to turn a little right early, but after that, not much.
Well, Jessica Korda putt got away from her there, and that was it's going to be a similar length for Kupcho to save par. Let's go to the tee at the 15th. Here is Korda.
Yeah, I got the tee back, playing a little longer today, a little right to left wind. Oh, that's going a little left and low towards that bunker. Depends on the line of the kick.
It carried it.
Yep. Saw it land on the bunker. I didn't see that.
It's going to depend on the lie. Let's go back over to the 13th and Patty Tavatanakit for birdie.
You cannot let another opportunity to just try and shrink up the cup a little bit on Kupcho go by the wayside. Just can't.
And another chance gone for Patty. So many today.
You can't seem to buy one.
It's been all pars since she made that birdie at the 5th. And that was the hole that Kupcho rolled in the long putt. So just hasn't been able to put the pressure on. The pressure has been coming from Jessica Korda in that pairing ahead. But here's a testy one for Kupcho. A 3-shot lead is nothing when you compare it to a 7-shot lead that she had earlier in the round.
Based on what the first putt did, when it got to that very end, it kept sliding by the hole. It kept turning left, so I don't think this is an easy reach. Shouldn't do much. It's slightly uphill, but it might want to wiggle right. As odd as that would be.
I think your first thought is right, Jerry. I think if it's a little bit of a firm putt, it's pretty straight.
Well, the first putt really got away from her, and it's a 3-putt bogey for Kupcho, and the lead is now 3 shots.
So not where you expected her to trip up, because she played a perfect tee shot. She hit a good wedge, and I really don't know what she saw when she looked at that first putt, but
just her second 3-putt of the week.
and it might have struggled to just go right a fraction. Jerry, you might have called it. Exactly right.
So the final pairing moves to the par 3 14th, the Chevron Challenge, the charity. 50 birdies this week, $10,000 per, $500,000. Benefiting partners in diversity, inclusion, and education. So the money raised throughout the week from Chevron.
Well, I don't exactly know what would be going through Jennifer's mind at the moment, but I think the thing that has to be going through her mind is this little par 3 is a tricky hole. It's very hard to get the ball close to the hole, and she better just focus on this right now and think about other things when she walks.
Titanic at first.
Yeah, I can really feel some breeze right now, mostly from the right, but there is some hurt. Pitching wedge. Just left of the hole.
Good shot.
Yeah, you start thinking back to past events. Ari Jutanagon a few years ago, who had that lead, seemingly had the tournament in her hands until she didn't down the stretch.
Well, things can happen, and 18 can be just such a brilliant hole and so much fun to play, but you know, the last hole is a place where you can get in some trouble off the tee.
Just looking at that front portion of the green here, yeah.
I don't know. I think she's handled everything so well this week. Maybe she handles this recent mistake pretty well, too.
And remember, Korda's in a bit of trouble, too.
Going with pitching wedge. Thought she might chip the little 9, but going with pitching wedge. 18, you can pretty much take the water out of play by conservative play off the tee and into the green. This hole you can't. It is there. You have to hit a quality shot. That's going to left. That's going to miss left.
I don't think she ever saw it in the sun. So it's about that time. 3-shot lead, 3-putt, mistake there. Gather your thoughts. All right, up to Korda.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like an easy one, Jim.
No, it's not a great lie. 162's total, 134 is front, but back into the wind. Downhill lie, which will keep this ball going low. I don't know that if she carries it on a green, she can hold it. But I think she's going to hit something that at least, it's an 8-iron, at least carries to the front of the green. Long's no good, but you don't want a long bunker shot here. So it's got to come out perfect for it to hold. It came out okay. Slided a little right. No, floated on her.
Short bunker, so long bunker shot coming up. And Kupcho having some problems, but Korda needs to keep that pressure on. Closest challenger after Korda is an 11 under number. As we go back to Kupcho at the 14th.
That same determined walk, keeping the pace up, taking a look right now, but your mind got to be racing a little bit.
Well, now is when you really would love to just have fairways and greens. You just get it in the fairway, get it on the green. You don't want to be in this situation where you're forced to get it up and down. And this isn't the hardest shot in the world, but there's nothing that says it's real easy either.
But just in terms of a player with a big lead in a major, and then you make the turn, and it's still a 6-shot lead. And now down the stretch, you look up, and you're only up by 3.
And it's like you blink.
Yeah.
And that happened.
Yeah. So you try to maybe slow it down a little bit and take that breath.
Yeah.
Second coming up.
A caddy can help. He doesn't have to say much, but he might just have just the right words to get you on a good track.
Sit down. Yeah, just tried to spin that a little bit, and it didn't quite catch it perfectly clean.
About the same distance as the last.
Yep.
So at least the last couple have been hard work. How about Tanatamakit this putt now, Jerry?
Not one you expect to make when you know you have to, but just had that feeling pretty much all day. But showing a little outward frustration with the putter walking off the greens. Nothing as violent as many of us have done, Terry. But yeah.
Speak for yourself. But yes, I'm going to say something. She's going to make one she doesn't expect to make.
Exactly. That's the first thing that went through my mind looking at this one.
This is consistently missed about 6 inches on the low side of the hole, and that is to the right.
But it won't be this one. And that takes you back to the early putts. That's similar to what we saw when she had chances early in the round.
Yeah. Speed has not been right on all day. Mostly tentative.
Par needs birdies, but a par. The person she's playing with just needs pars.
She's leaving herself way too much work for them right now.
Yeah, this might even be longer than the last.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Made birdie at 11, but she did not do it the easy way. made a great second putt at 12 of every bit of 14, 15 feet for par. 3-putted when we least expected it at 13. Now she needs it for par.
And things have gotten even more interesting.
Now the mind is definitely racing, Terry. And to compound the matter, this group is on the clock.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I have to say it's a good idea in the game and it's good for the field, but it sure is difficult on the players that it happens to, who are right at the end of the field with everything at stake.
Another drop shot, and the lead now is down to 2. So long golf ball. 4 holes to play. Up by 2 over Jessica Korda, who's dealing with this.
Yeah, the bunker shot at 15.
Yeah, about a 30-yard bunker shot. There's pressure, and there's pressure of the situation. Pretty good. There might need to get in a little.
That's really good, Jim. Out from there.
Absolutely.
It wasn't that far away from going in.
Boy, and off of an upslope. That is really a good bunker shot.
Go back up to the tee at the 15th, and Tavatanikin.
Yeah, doing her best to get back in position, is not even stepping away for the marshals, trying to quiet people and hold them still. We're expecting her to be hitting this quickly. That started up the left side. It's turning left. Going to miss the fairway for sure.
And yeah, it looked like it was left of those palm trees, so could be an issue. And now an important par putt here for Korda. And no, just at the moment where she needed to keep the pressure on. I don't think she would know that she was 2 back. She lets Kupcho off the hook a little bit and gives her the 3-shot lead once again. That was such bad timing for a bogey for Kupcho, for Korda, I should say, in her task to try and win a major championship. And she might be even more upset when she realizes that Kupcho's gone bogey. Let's go back up to the tee at the 15th.
Took a minute to grab a new ball out of the sleeve, get rid of that bad one that made a couple bogeys.
Jerry, 3 tee shots in a row we've seen go left and in a pretty bad spot.
That one is not going left. That's going to hit the center line of the fairway.
Great tee shot.
So drive in good position for Kupcho, who's trying to hang on here and win the Chevron Championship.
I will try. Mama, don't you see my light? I will ride. Oh, mama ain't gonna lie. I will try.